The jumper should be a bit of a giveaway as to what I'm going to be making in cake in today's video. So this guy has been requested by you guys so many times, and I can't believe I've never got around to making him till now. When I went on holiday, he was absolutely everywhere. There's so much merchandise everywhere with him on, and also his girlfriend Angel. I couldn't decide which to do, so I thought let's make it both.
So I've drawn myself out a template. One half of him is going to be Stitch, one's going to be Angel. I know you can't really tell too much on here. But I'm going to cut out the face, and I'm going to use a 6-inch cake to put into his face. But I'll just check it fits onto that cake card first, because I want to make sure his ears stay on there. This is the size cake I'm going to use. I'm going to add some sprinkles. I made these sprinkles, so I do have a video of making these. I'll try and put a link up to that. Just going to mix them in with the buttercream. And we'll just put a layer of this buttercream between my cake. So I'm going to just cut this 6-inch cake so that it rounds off the edges a little bit. I'll try and keep hold of these offcuts because my cake doesn't come quite as far out as my template, sort of in the corner of his jaw. So I'll just stick some of those little offcuts onto there, like so. And then I'm going to keep carving his face to the shape. My cake is quite sticky, so the knife doesn't always go through very well. And those of you that watch me regularly will know I am getting very lazy with baking, and I just bought the cake ready-made on this one. It's not for anyone. Actually, the ready-made cake I use is actually quite nice. It's usually quite nice for carving with as well. But let's make a mark where his mouth is going to go. Again, you can use the template to help you with this. So if you just search images online, you can pull off various templates. Now, I don't sell these cakes. These are just really what I make for you guys for videos. My dad usually eats them, but he probably eats way too much cake because of all my videos. Okay, let's cut out a tongue. So I'm just using cake for the tongue. And I'm just going to try and cut a tiny bit out from above where his kind of eyebrow area is. And let's see if we can make the nose in cake as well. I was going to just stick it on in fondant afterwards, but I wanted the fondant to be quite thin all over this thing. So I thought if I can do as much of it in cake as possible, then that's going to be better. So it's a very basic shape. It kind of looks a bit like Elmo or a Muppet at this point. I'm going to cover the whole thing in chocolate ganache. I'm using white chocolate. You can use buttercream. Ganache just sits a bit firmer for me, so I usually prefer this on the outside of the cakes. So I'm going to get a layer all over. I'll use a flexible scraper to kind of smooth down the surface because I do want it to be nice and smooth, otherwise the lumps and bumps will show when I put the fondant layer on over the top. Getting into the mouth and small parts can be quite tricky, so don't rush this bit. And it might be that you need to put it in the fridge in between doing this. You might want to put it in the fridge, let some of the chocolate ganache set, and then take it out and put another layer on. I'm just going to use another piece of cake. This is just an offcut that I have actually from a sheet of cake, and I'm just going to use this for the body. I don't want it to be as high or as in relief as the face, like it wants to be set further back. So again, just following like the lines of my template, I'm going to cut out little pieces so that the edge of the arms become more obvious, and like that tummy area and chest area will then sit further back than the arms do. But I still want to round off those arms. This piece of cake is actually partially frozen, which is why it looks a little bit easier to cut and carve than the face itself did. Although this body is harder to ganache than the shape of the face was. So let's use our ears now for the templates and cut out some of that in cake. I was gonna just do this pretty flat in icing, and then I thought it would be quite nice in cake, just so we can get a bit more cake into this. So just cut around your templates here. And then I'll try and get a bit more shape into the ears, so it looks like it's kind of folded over a bit, the ear. So I'm just going to stick them to the board with a bit of buttercream. I put sprinkles in all my buttercream, so I've only got the sprinkle stuff. But it would probably stick to the board better if I had left some buttercream without sprinkles. Or I could have used chocolate ganache actually to stick them to the board. Just go over those ears with your ganache as well. Like I say, if you don't like the taste of ganache, don't put it on your cake. You can use buttercream instead. And then once that's on and it's smooth and it's set pretty firm, you can then start covering the cake in fondant. So I'm using, I think I mixed black and red together to create this kind of colour. Now I'm going to try and make it a slightly different colour in each half so that Stitch's half looks a different colour to Angel's half. Now, I'm a big Disney fan, and yet I have never actually watched anything that Angel is in, whereas I have watched stuff that Stitch is in, so I don't know if I'm getting her colours completely right. Obviously I looked at pictures of her online and every picture was slightly different. Okay, next we're going to add the tongue. Just try and neaten off the edges if you can. This is just called a cat tongue tool, but you can use your finger or whatever you've got for smoothing edges down with. I'm going to fill the middle bit of the ear. Again, the same for each one, just trimming it off at the edges. And there's no set order that you have to cover the cake in. I'm going for like the chest and tummy pieces next. Just make sure that they come far enough down that they cover like the side of the cake. So can you see from the side edge? I'm going to bring that down over the edge so it meets and touches with sort of the cake board, because we don't want the cake to be exposed because it will dry out quicker, whereas the fondant will keep it nice and airtight. So we've got both colours on, so Stitch is blue on one half and the pink for Angel on the other half. I'm going to add like a little bit of chest hair. I'll do it in blue and then we'll trim off half of the blue or whatever goes over that sort of middle line, and then we'll remake the ends of each teardrop for his little chest hair or her chest hair in pink. And then I did try and cut out a bit of a shape for those eyebrows, but they don't stick out enough, so I am actually going to have to stick a little bit of fondant on just to bring that eyebrow area up a little bit more. And then I'm just going to also put a little piece above the nose so that we get like a wrinkle or ridge above the nose. And then let's roll out some blue. Let's work on some of the side with Stitches on. Now it actually looks really quite dark blue in the video. It didn't look as dark as this when I was doing it. At least I don't remember it looking as dark as this when I was actually sticking it on. So I'm just covering those ears and bringing it around the edges. So again, bring it right down to meet the board. And let's get some on the arm as well. So the blue on the chest is a different colour to the blue on the arms. Just put in any lines, and you can look at the images and pick different pictures you can find online for what Stitch's arms look like. I actually had a picture that came on a clothes tag off something that I got off Primark of Stitch, and I was using that a lot for like looking at the colours. It did have a different facial expression on the little tag that I got from Primark, but it's fine. It was still useful for me to use to look at. So I don't want to press too hard when I'm pushing this on everywhere, or at least not on the half that goes over the centre line, otherwise I won't be able to remove it easily for Angel's side. I'm trying to cut as neat as I can down that centre line to remove that mouth there so we can expose the tongue and the bit underneath. I'm going to take that bottom bit off there because I think the underside of his jaw, that, yep, you can see my Primark thing in the top corner. It was just off a clothes tag, I think, that. But I'm using that to help me guide where each kind of colour area bit goes. And I'm using my template again for now, drawing out where the eye area goes. Let's remove that eye bit because I was just going to stick another piece in the other blue over the top, but it's just going to make the fondant really thick, so I think we'll take that bit out and then we'll roll a piece of the lighter blue and we'll cut it to the same shape and we'll place that into that eye socket there. And then I've got like a teardrop that I flattened in black for the eye. Just give it a nice smooth on and a dot of white to kind of finish that off. Put some hair pieces on. I could have waited till the very end really to do this, but I just got a little bit overexcited that I wanted to get them on there now. And then we're just going to repeat the same on the other side for Angel, but obviously in her colours. Let me know in the comments below, guys, if you've seen a lot of Angel in the programmes that you've watched. And who's your favourite? Do you prefer Stitch or do you prefer Angel? There was quite a lot more Angel stuff than I thought there would be in the shops when I went to Disney. And everywhere, actually. So on Angel's side, she wants a little eyelash, so I've just created a little pointy bit out of fondant that we've put on. The white still goes in the same, and of course we're going to have to cut off half that hair at the top, anything that goes beyond that centre line, and then we will fill it in with pink on the other side. And of course she has these little, I don't know what they are, do we call them antennas? So let's get that on there. These are just going to be rolled out in fondant. Okay, so now the nose, and hopefully it will all start coming together a bit when I get the nose on. I'm just adding a tiny bit to underneath the nose first because I didn't quite get it pointy enough at that point, so I'll bulk it out and then we'll cover over the top with the fondant. For the nostrils, I've added like a teardrop of a slightly darker colour on each side. At this stage, I was thinking, do I go for like a cartoon outline around it in black, which is what I did opt for, so roll in thin pieces and putting it everywhere. But originally I was gonna dust edible food colour all over and give it quite a bit of shading and then go sort of darker as it got to the edges, but sometimes it gets a bit messy when I do the powder shading, so I opted for this one this time. And you can use an extruder. I actually couldn't find where I'd put my extruder, even though I know I've got a few of them. So I had to roll them by hand, so actually putting the black lines on took me a little bit longer than I had planned, but I think it looks effective. I think it finishes it off and it looks so much neater than what it was looking before I'd put the lines on. And of course, Stitch and Angel need some teeth adding. Just going to do these in some little white pieces of fondant. And as daft as it sounds, I couldn't work out if she had the same teeth as Stitch or not. So originally I did them slightly different on both sides, and I thought it looked weird, so I put the same teeth in on both sides. So whether that's right or not, I'm not sure. But there she is, the Stitch and Angel together. I hope you like this one, guys. This kind of reminds me of when I did the dragon from How to Train Your Dragon as well, where we did the Night and Light Fury. And I did have a little cut into this one, and a few pieces of cake myself. And then I actually didn't give this one to my dad, I gave it to my sister so she could take it in for her work friends to have a piece of this one.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you liked this one. Don't forget to check out all my other videos on YouTube too.